We're back at the Tour de France. I'm starting here as the defending champion. I line up with a lot of confidence, but it won't be easy to take the title again. Of course, Pogačar is here as well. He is determined to reclaim the yellow jersey. His team, however, is a bit weaker than in previous years. In the mountains, he'll have to do much more on his own. Alongside Pogačar, Hugo de la Calle is also here again, a strong challenger and excellent climber. Lenny Martinez, Remco Evenepoel, and Isaac Del Toro make the field even more impressive. Let's begin with Stage 1. The tour starts in Spain with a couple of hilly stages. The opening stage was immediately taken by Tadej Pogačar in a reduced sprint. Pogačar is clearly ready. The second stage ended in a bunch sprint, won by Magne. In Stage 3, Milan claimed his first victory of this tour. Surely there will be more to come. On the circuit, Jasper Philipsen was the fastest of them all. Stage 5 brought the first serious climbing. However, the final summit came a fair distance from the finish. On the last climb, Pogačar attacked with Widar and Lenny Martinez, and I couldn't follow. I wasn't having my best day. Just staying with the group was hard enough. Luckily, some other GC leaders were still around, and they closed down Pogačar's move. Riccitello held on from the front and took the stage win. Stage 6 had its hardest section in the middle, while the final climb wasn't too demanding, a perfect spot for explosive riders, which meant Pogačar. He attacked hard, and I gave everything to close the gap, but I couldn't gain an inch. Pogačar is on fire this tour, gaining more time on me. The stage went to Gregoire from the breakaway. Riccitello took yellow out of the break. Stage 7 was another sprint, won by Philipsen. In Stage 8, Milan was the fastest again.
Stage 9 was the first one I was truly looking forward to, finishing on the Puy de Dôme. A brutal final climb, though the run-in was flat. Once the steep slopes began, Pogačar couldn't hold back and attacked. Fortunately, I still had Seixas with me, who limited the damage. In the final kilometer, I got closer and closer, and just before the line, I caught Pogačar. Sadly, it was too late to contest the stage win. In the GC, I now sit exactly 1 minute behind him. Stage 10 was a transition stage, but since the pace wasn't that high, we still got a sprint. Milan won again. Philipsen took Stage 11. In Stage 12, the breakaway survived, and Ben Healy took the win. Stage 13 finished on the Col du Galibier, only 140 kilometers, so plenty of action was guaranteed. On the final climb, my team set the pace. With its changes in gradient, it wasn't really inviting for attacks. Once the steep ramps arrived, Pogačar launched. I tried to chase but couldn't close him down. Another win for Pogačar. So far, it's been close but not quite for me. Honestly, the ideal stage for my strengths hasn't arrived yet. Multiple hard climbs in succession. The next stages suit me much better, and my goal is to strike back. On the final climb, the plan was simple. My teammates Buitrago and later Seixas, dropping back from the break, would set a brutal pace. Then it would be up to me. Pogačar, De La Calle, and Del Toro hung onto my wheel. Near the top, my effort paid off. I cracked them all. I was alone, though I had emptied myself as well. At the summit, I caught 2 riders from the break, and I profited a bit from their collaboration on the plateau. I had already gained a full minute back, the exact gap I was behind on GC. But disaster struck. I crashed. Painful. Luckily, my bike was still fine, and I could continue. Just as I got back on, Pogačar caught me. No time gained. That could be costly, as chances are running out. August took the stage from the breakaway. Stage 15 offered new opportunities. The final climb was shorter, favoring Pogačar on paper. So I attacked halfway through the stage. Seixas was up the road, waiting for me. Pogačar gave chase, but the gap stayed around 20 seconds.
In the valley, he put everything into closing the gap, and he succeeded. But it cost him dearly. On the final climb, I went all in. Seixas pulled first, then I attacked myself. Riders were struggling but still clinging on. And then, Pogačar cracked. The earlier chase drained him. I kept pushing all the way to the line and even had the legs to sprint for the stage win. Pogačar lost 3 minutes. I took yellow with a nice cushion. Stage 16 was a hilly time trial, the kind of course that suits me. I had a brilliant day, so brilliant in fact that I won the time trial. My GC lead increased to almost 3 minutes over Pogačar. With only 2 major challenges left, it should be enough. Stage 17 was tailor-made for me. Long climbs, one after another. On the Col de la Loze, a 28-kilometer monster, I kept calm when the attack started. By riding my own pace, I reeled them back in. But I didn't wait around. I countered. Hugo de la Calle was the only one who could follow. Once again, Seixas dropped back from the break to help me, and he was outstanding. So strong that I had to tell him to ease off, or I couldn't hold his wheel. I almost felt guilty. He had the legs to win, but sacrificed them for me. At the summit, I had to let go as well. I yelled at Seixas to go for it himself, but he was too late. I still managed to rejoin de la Calle at the top. From that point on, he became my biggest rival. Pogačar, meanwhile, lost another 3 minutes and fell to 3rd overall. Castrillo took the stage. Stage 18 was won by Maurice, a breakaway survivor. Stage 19 also went to the break, with Fedorov taking the win. Stage 20 was the last real test, but honestly, nothing major happened. Seixas was in the break, and this time I gave him the green light to go for it. I rode defensively since, with my big lead, I just needed to avoid mistakes. Sadly, Seixas couldn't quite finish it off. Castrillo took another win from the break. With some GC riders also in the move, Pogačar slipped further to 5th overall. The final sprint went to Philipsen. I won the Tour de France for the 2nd year in a row. And I must say, this one feels really good. The gap was bigger than last year, and I didn't need the time trial to save me. I made the difference in the mountains with the help of a strong team. Next year, we'll see if the hat trick is possible. The next race I rode was the Tour of Luxembourg. Not the most exciting parcours, but a good preparation ahead of the World Championships and Il Lombardia. The first stage went to Brennan. Stage 2 finished atop a brutally steep hill. My teammate Dalby set a vicious pace, and everyone struggled to hold on. When he swung off, it was simple. I took over, rode away solo, and claimed the stage win and the leader's jersey. Brennan won Stage 3 in a sprint, reclaiming the jersey. Stage 4 was a 25-kilometer time trial. I performed well, winning the stage and taking yellow back. The final stage was won in a sprint by Para, but my overall victory was never in danger. Sadly, I missed the World Championship time trial due to Luxembourg, but it turned out to be perfect preparation for the road race. I felt good, ready to chase the rainbow jersey. The course featured a local circuit with a steep 4-kilometer climb each lap, followed by a fast, pedaling descent. In a group, that descent gave you a clear advantage. I knew what I needed, a hard race. Each lap, my team set a blistering pace on the climb, thinning the peloton. On the penultimate lap, Finn cut it down to just 9 riders. That told me what I had to do on the final climb. Ride my own pace, full gas. It was encouraging that no one even tried to come past me. I sensed riders were dropping one by one, but I never looked back. At the summit, I finally glanced around, and I was completely alone. But the job wasn't done. I still had the descent and valley to manage. I rode them steadily, and no one came close. With that ride, I pulled on the rainbow jersey. What a feeling to achieve this in my national colors.
The last 2 years have been unbelievable. Everything has gone so quickly, and now I'm at a point where I'm beginning to dominate. My first race as world champion was also my last of the season, but one of the most beautiful.
Il Lombardia. On the penultimate climb, I attacked. Del Toro just managed to follow, and together we reached the final climb. At the base, 3 more riders joined us, which was my cue to attack again. That move wasn't as sharp, and the 5 of us descended together toward the finish. In the sprint, surprisingly, I wasn't last. I finished 3rd. Matteo Jorgensen won the monument, ending his season on a high. Just like me, because I was very satisfied with my year. Finally, some news. Next year will be my last season. It was a tough decision, but I feel I've achieved my goals. I still want to challenge myself, but I'll do so outside of cycling after next year. For now, I have one major goal left: riding the Giro, Tour, and Vuelta all in the same season. Could I really win all 3 Grand Tours in one year?